Hello, and today I'd like to introduce the quiz making tool in Edmodo. So first I'm going to select a class, and once I select a class, in my main feed, I will see an option to create a quiz. So by selecting the quiz option, I can load from collection, so I can reload quizzes that I've already administered, or I can reload quizzes that I've already administered and then edit them, change them, and make multiple versions of the same quiz. But in this case, I want to create a new quiz. So here, I will name the quiz, and I'm going to name this ECT assessment. And then it defaults for 60 minutes. You cannot remove the time, as far as I know. So I'm going to change that to 120 minutes to give plenty of time. I have the option here to leave a note for the quiz taker. I can show them the results or not, depending on if this was a test that I'm going to administer over multiple periods at school, and I don't want first period telling sixth period the answer. I might remove this option. Randomized questions. If I were giving this quiz in a computer lab and I had students taking the same version sitting next to each other, I might select randomize so that the students didn't have the same questions at the same time. Publish to my profile. Only teachers can view this quiz on their profile page, and then publish to the Edmodo Spotlight, and then that way I could make it shareable with other teachers. But let me show you the quiz types that they have. So they have your standard multiple choice. They have true false. I love the short answer, which you as the teacher will have to go in there and grade yourself. Multiple choice, true false, fill in the blank, and matching will be graded by Edmodo, but you'll need to go in and grade the short answer choices. So let's say I'm going to choose multiple choice, and then I want to add my first question. And my first question is going to be multiple choice. But if I decide during the construction of the quiz that I want that question to be a true and false instead, I can make that change at any time during the construction of the quiz. So I can change it to short answer. I can change it to fill in the blank. Spelling matters in fill in the blank. If you want if the answer is first, the number 1 ST, the student will have to type 1 ST, not the word first. So just be aware of that. And sometimes as the teacher, when I go back to look at my quiz analysis, and I'll show that in another video, if I see that a large majority of people miss the exact same question, that normally means maybe A, I didn't teach that content well, or B, maybe the question was flawed. A lot of times when I go back to look at that, and I've had that happen before, what has happened is that they've spelled it one way and I have it listed differently, but technically they've got it correct. Once I have all of my questions, I hit done, and then I can select which classes are taking the quiz, and of course there's nothing to select done. I can select point values, I can preview the quiz, and I can also print the quiz. Then once I hit done, I can administer the quiz to whichever various groups that I want to take the quiz. And I like the option that I can schedule it to appear in my students' timeline at a later date, so I can construct all of my quizzes at the onset of the course, and maybe during the summer when I've got a break, or during a break, I can create all of my quizzes, and then I can set them to auto-populate at various times so that they're not all there visible to the students. We'll have further tutorials on Edmodo's tools in subsequent videos. Thank you.